It's New Year's Eve. Tomorrow I have a 5K. And it's going to be raining. All right, so hello. This is the last part of my countdown to the new year. I will be doing a video after the new year with more detailed goals, like the actionable steps. Right now, the kids are getting prepared. They want me to play Pokemon Monopoly with them. And yeah, so I have to do that. And I'm going to record this and probably edit it while we're playing, because it's not that important to me. More important to them, as long as they have a good time. Okay. All right. So one of the things, to kind of recap, I wanted better health. And one of those things that would help me better my health is I eat a lot of processed foods. So one of the things I need to focus on is incorporating more whole foods and eating less processed foods. And so, yes, decrease the processed foods, kind of keep track of how much I do eat of processed foods, and also to increase the whole foods, I need to make a list of kind of the stuff I like, maybe some stuff I haven't tried, and start working on what I would like to eat, what would work for me. And with both of those, then I will have to look at meal planning. And so one of the important things will be tracking my food. Okay. And so one of the issues there, and this is where it's going to be interesting doing a goal for this, dinner is a lot of processed food. It's a family of 6. Does that mean I have to eat processed food all day? No. When it comes to breakfast and lunch, I can do whatever I want. That might be where I really incorporate the whole foods more than I do. So that's what I'm working on. I said I want to drink less soda, drink more water. And so I can live without soda. I really can. Probably for the first couple of weeks though, because that's one of the places I get caffeine. Quitting caffeine cold turkey can cause a lot of issues. So I'll probably decrease the amount of sodas maybe for the first couple of weeks of the year to like 2 a day. I drink more than that. And then work it down to where I'm not drinking any soda, except maybe if I go out or do something like that. And then did I actually talk about all this? No. Okay. And so one of the things I want to do is drink a lot more water, like at least 8 cups a day. That's what you're supposed to drink. People are always like, oh, why you drink water? Why you drink water? Well, a lot of the time our body is dehydrated. And so a lot of people think they're hungry and they're really thirsty, because what does water do? It helps with all your systems of your body. You can't digest food without water. You can't eliminate toxins without water. You can't move everything through your body without water. You need the water. Okay? So, and that way I'll track my fluids along with tracking what I eat. So then we talked about cardio to increase my stamina. And so I need to, this is where scheduling is going to be important, and having routines. Have a time where I do it. Plan it out. What is it I'm going to do? Where am I going to do it? Tomorrow, I'm doing a 5K. I'm going to be running in the rain. That always terrifies me. I have to do it. It's going to suck. It's going to suck really bad. So, and that's where I'll be like thinking about outside in the gym, which one, biking, running. Whereas my bike is not working right now, I can use an exercise bike at the gym. And running, I could do a treadmill, or I can do outside. I prefer outside, and come up with a plan, more of a training plan, because I want to do a bike race. So I'm going to be having to look into that, and also running plan for half marathon. Okay. Some of the other things I was talking about was, well, let's see. I'm looking back. Bear with me. Was decreasing my stress. And one way to do that is to kind of journal, do a brain dump. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. I'm probably going to do it in the evening to kind of just rid myself of everything, and, set a time aside to where I just dump it all out so I can rest and not stress so much on it. So just everything going through the day. Today was a stressful day. I went to DMV. Had I planned on going to DMV? Absolutely freaking not. Nobody plans on going to DMV. Just happened, and I had to do it, and then I had to go grocery shopping, and it's New Year's Eve, and so it was packed and crazy, and I really literally had to lay down and catch my breath when I was all done, because I was so stressed. Anyway, and that's where, also finding time, scheduling it, relaxation, and setting a time probably around, with the reading, I have 25 books down. I want to read 25 books. I can read 25 books. I've read more than that a year. And art journal. And so what's that going to entail? I have to clean up my area, and I don't know if I'm going to do art like once a week, do something, or work on one thing. I don't know. That's something where I'll have to be more specific. But those are for relaxation and just to kind of get my mind kind of in a different space than dealing with the everything of life, That's why I also like to run. Put my mind someplace else. It's good for it. This is the thing I haven't done yet. If you have any suggestions, put them in the comments below. And I'm figuring out another stress reducer that I can incorporate into my days or my weeks, however often I have to do it, to help kind of clear the mind and, so I can think more clearly and take better care of myself. Some of the other things I also talked about doing was taking care of my physical self, and that would be to eat more protein so I don't lose any lean muscle. The cardio and strength training, which is also on here, will help me with my lean muscle. But yes, I'm going to have to make sure I get enough protein, or I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose what I have. So it's important that I do that, and that's going to be with tracking of the food. And also, one of the things, I'm going to have to find a protein powder that doesn't suck. I got one that was like a chocolate peanut butter. I thought, oh, that's going to be really good. But my brother informed me that, and he's right, when they have peanut butter in them, they clump. And they're kind of gross. Anyway, so working on that. And one of the other things is increase my strength. Again, that lean muscle to kind of keep my body going. And that's where I really need to get in the gym and on a regular basis and schedule it and do all that. And I'm going to be looking into the classes because I do really like the classes. They were really fun. And the other thing is lose some extra weight, because I don't need it on my frame. It just slows me down, drags me down. It's not good for me. And so I kind of have an idea for the calories I need. Figure out a good deficit that won't stress me, because you can't eat too few calories. And then track my calories and my macros along with that protein. And that's a goal kind of for the end of the year. And so we'll have that all set up. And so then the next set was, oh, I'm already at 10 minutes. Try to make this fast. The feeling more in control. Ooh. Okay, let's try and get this fast. Like I said, I need a morning routine. Or morning routine. Oh, I can't even talk anymore. Have a time when I, get up at the same time. Make sure, yes, I get up. I have what my routine's going to be. I might have to write something up to remind myself, because I will blow it. I will blow it every time. And then the same with an evening routine. That will include probably the journaling and the reading. And that way, if I get my other stuff done earlier, then I have a little bit more me time to relax before bed, and so I can get proper rest. Because I'd like to be done by 6:30. Like right now, I don't even know what time it is. I was going to look at my fitness tracker. I'm not going to look. It's probably after 7. So, and that way I can kind of shift more of my stuff during the day and then make sure I get stuff done in the evening. And then also a to-do list system. I used to have this system where I would write what I wanted to accomplish in the month, and then I'd pick apart, like, what am I going to do this week, and then write down action steps. So I'm thinking about going back to that, because it worked really well. So that way I could, like, this is what I'm going to do today. And that way, like, big tasks, I can stay on top of it, especially like dealing with the yard, like different sections of the yard, and make sure stuff gets taken care of, like pruning and all that stuff, because there's so much. And then finally, the boundaries. The store every other day. Today was every other day. So I went to the store. What a hell. And, putting people in their place, saying, no, I can't do that. So then finally was feeling like I'm moving ahead. And that was to set goals. And that's what I'm still working on. I was busy yesterday getting some stuff done around the house. And then today doing some running around last minute, because I got stuff to do tomorrow morning in the rain. What am I thinking? And I'm going to be hanging out with my niece and nephew and playing games. So, but I need to, with some of the other things like the yard, what we need to do for the yard, because we need fencing and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to have to, like, really sit down and kind of brainstorm some of the things that really need to be done, like more specific, and like the yard, 5Ks, half marathons. One of the things I said, blogging, videos for this channel, house stuff that I have to do, any renovations or anything like that, the fixing of the bikes, and then of course evaluating everything, especially every 3 months, seeing where I am. Is everything working out? What is not working out? Make changes and do all that. And that also goes with everything I do for myself, with my health and everything like that. So yeah, that's a quick rundown. You're going to see something more detailed probably in a few days, where you're going to see something more detailed in a few days, where I actually sit down and say, okay, here's what I'm going to be doing for January through March. Or, I might say, this is what I want for the year, but for these few months, this is what I'm going to focus on. So that's what I plan on doing. And yeah, there you go. Thanks for watching. Bye. Oh, and wish me luck tomorrow.